Emily Kessler walked into HR expecting a routine Monday. Linda Shaw's expression said otherwise.
Emily, read the email on the screen. This was sent from your account to partner Davis. Please confirm it's yours.
I didn't write this. The tone, the phrasing, it's not me. Someone used my account.
The metadata matches your login, your IP. Unless you can prove otherwise, the firm considers this gross misconduct.
Prove my innocence. You are firing me for something I never sent. This is a setup.
Effective immediately. Your access is revoked. Please collect your personal items. Security will escort you out.
She stood numb. The room blurred. One thought cut through. The will reading was in 8 days. She walked out into the cold morning sun. A cardboard box of her desk life pressing against her ribs. Back in her apartment. The box hit the floor. She didn't move. The place felt like a waiting room.
Grandpa's will is read next week. If I don't have a job, Dad's going to push harder. Who did this?
She grabbed her phone and dialed her father.
Emily, what's wrong? You sound terrible.
I was fired today. Someone sent an email from my account, insulting a partner. I didn't do it.
Fired? That's serious. How will you manage? The will reading is soon. Maybe you need to think about your finances.
I'll figure something out. Grandpa left me well, I'm sure.
Don't be so sure. Legal fees, taxes. You might need cash. Have you considered selling your share?
Selling my share? To whom? Why are you so concerned?
I am your father. I want to help. If you sign over your portion to me, I could give you immediate money, just an option.
The offer landed like a stone. Emily's hand tightened on the phone. She made a vague excuse and hung up. Minutes later, she was at her laptop, searching for digital forensics experts. Something had to be done. She scrolled through the search results, then reached for her phone and dialed the firm's general counsel.
Emily, I heard about this morning. You understand, I can't intervene without something solid.
David, someone framed me. I need access to the email logs. Just a few days to prove I didn't send it.
The firm's position is clear. This was your account. If you want them to reverse it, bring me proof, real proof.
She hung up and kept searching. An old colleague had once mentioned a name, Marcus Chen. His credentials stacked up: certified forensic examiner, expert witness, private practice. She clicked to request a consultation. Her phone rang back within the hour. Marcus Chen's voice was calm, professional.
Miss Kessler, I can trace email metadata back to the original device. I'll need your laptop and a copy of the message.
I'll bring everything tomorrow morning. I need to know who sent that email, Mr. Chen.
She set the laptop aside. For the first time that day, the knot in her chest loosened a fraction. The next morning, Emily entered Marcus Chen's lab with her laptop and the printed email.
Let's start. I'll clone your drive and analyze the headers first.
Find where it came from. The firm says my IP, but I was asleep.
Email headers are like a postmark. They show every server the message passed through. I'll map the route.
She handed over the laptop. He connected it. Screens lighting up with code.
I'll extract the originating IP, timestamp, and mail client fingerprint. If it wasn't your machine, I'll prove it.
How long? I need my name cleared before the will reading.
48 hours for preliminary results. I'll find a trail.
Emily studied his screen. The columns of data a form of oxygen after a day of suffocation.
Someone's finally listening. Maybe I am not invisible.
That afternoon, a knock on her door made Emily flinch. She wasn't expecting anyone. Through the peephole, she saw her father's face, arranged in practiced concern.
Dad, I didn't know you were coming.
I had to see my girl. Come on, let me in.
He settled on the couch, leaning forward, voice dropping to a confidential murmur.
I've been thinking about your situation. Without a job, the estate taxes alone could bury you.
I'll manage. The will reading is in a week. I'll have my share soon enough.
Cash now beats a promise later. Sign your share over to me. I'll give you 50,000 today.
50,000 for a share worth 10 times that. He's not here to help.
She excused herself to the kitchen, but her fingers trembled against the counter. The pieces felt closer together now. That evening, her phone buzzed with a call from Marcus Chen.
I have something. The originating IP doesn't match your work VPN. It's a residential IP from a home network. This wasn't a corporate hack.
A home? Who would do this from their house?
Her mind raced through faces. A disgruntled coworker, a rival. No one from the office had a reason to destroy her.
Unless someone close wanted me desperate. Someone who mentioned cash more than comfort.
I'll need to pull ISP records for the exact address. That takes time, Miss Kessler.
Do whatever it takes. Someone close to me is behind this. I am sure of it now.
She hung up and stood at the window. The city lights blurred, but the outline of a possible truth sharpened.
Someone who stands to gain from my desperation. Someone who was at my door with an offer.
Late that night, Marcus pinged her phone again. He had narrowed the geographic location.
The IP maps to a residential address in your town. It's someone's home, not a business.
My town? Who lives near me that would frame me for this? Who could access my account?
I can pull the subscriber name, but it's a deep search. Not strictly legal without a warrant.
Before she could answer, call waiting beeped. Her father's name flashed on the screen.
Emily, I can bring paperwork tomorrow. Sign your share over. I'll wire you cash by noon.
You really want me to sign everything away? Why are you pushing so hard? What's the rush?
I am not pushing. I just hate seeing you struggle. This email thing, no job. Let me help you.
His voice was too steady. The practiced concern felt like a mask. She ended the call and redialed Marcus.
Do the lookup, Marcus. I don't care about the legality. I need a name.
Marcus Chen's email arrived at 7:12 a.m. Subject: subscriber report attached. Her eyes found the name at the bottom of the page. Robert Kessler, 1427 Birch Lane, the childhood home she grew up in. The IP was registered to her father.
I know what the report says, but IP addresses can be spoofed. I need to confirm it's really his device.
How? What more can you check?
The email contains the MAC address of the sending network card. If it matches the router at that address, we have our man.
Then pull it. Marcus, I can't wait another day.
She spent the afternoon staring at her phone. The apartment was too quiet, the clock too loud.
I've got the hardware fingerprint. I am running the match now. 10 minutes.
If it comes back to him, I'll know exactly who I am dealing with.
It's confirmed. The MAC address embedded in the email matches the router at 1427 Birch Lane. Your father sent it.
He actually did it, my own father.
The floor seemed to tilt. She sat down hard on the couch, the phone dropping beside her.
He wanted me desperate enough to sign. This whole week was a setup.
She let the tears fall for a full minute, then pressed her palms flat against her knees and stood.
I am not signing anything. I am going to get my job back, and I am going to make sure he loses everything. Marcus, I need the full forensic dossier. I am taking it to the firm, and I am taking it to the estate.
I'll have it ready by morning. What are you going to do?
I am going to confront him, but not until I have everything I need.
That night, she didn't sleep. She rehearsed the words until they felt like a weapon. The first gray light of morning found her phone already in her hand. She tapped his name and listened to the ring.
Emily? It's barely 6. What's happened now?
I hired a digital forensics consultant. He traced the email straight to your house, your IP, your router, your desktop at 11:47 p.m. Sunday.
That's insane. Someone must have spoofed my connection. You are making a terrible accusation.
You've been pushing me to sign over my inheritance since the minute I lost my job. You wanted me desperate, and this was the easiest way.
You are exhausted and paranoid. This conspiracy fantasy is beneath you. Call me when you've come to your senses.
The line went dead. Emily stood frozen, her fury hardening into something colder than tears.
He'll never admit it. I am done expecting honesty from him. Marcus, I need the full report. I am taking it to David Keller today.
It's been in your inbox since 6. Go get your name cleared.
She downloaded the dossier from Marcus's email. 17 pages. Every piece of the chain. The cover sheet read, "Forensic analysis of malicious email, prepared by Marcus Chen, Digital Forensics." An hour later, she sat across from him in a sunlit coffee shop, the printed document between them.
I added browser fingerprinting. The exact version of Chrome, the fonts, the screen resolution, all match his home desktop.
She turned to the writing style analysis. The syntax, the word choices, the dismissive periods, identical to 50 of his archived emails.
This isn't just proof. This is a portrait of him.
If the firm balks, I'll testify. This report is legally bulletproof.
They won't balk. They'll see what I see.
She left the coffee shop and caught a cab to the firm. The city whipped past, but her hands were steady. The revolving doors of Kravitz and Mercer welcomed her for the first time since the termination. This time, she was the one with power. She rode the elevator to the 15th floor, the dossier pressed flat against her chest. Her pulse was a drum, but her face was stone. She knocked once on the general counsel's door. The nameplate read David Keller.
Emily, you are back. I hope you are not here to argue again without evidence.
I have the evidence, David. 17 pages of forensics proving someone else sent that email from a residential IP.
David opened the dossier. His eyes tracked from the IP address to the MAC match. His face went gray.
Robert Kessler, your father, this is real. I am calling partner Davis right now. This is a massive liability for the firm.
He put the call on speaker. A voice, tight with embarrassment, offered reinstatement with full back pay and a settlement. Emily listened, her expression unreadable. A moment later, a check for $150,000 and a reinstatement letter were placed before her.
I'll sign, but I need a formal apology for my file and a written commitment that this won't affect my standing.
Word of Emily's reinstatement reached Robert within hours. He dialed immediately, his voice shaking with fury and desperation. Emily had been expecting the call. She pressed record before accepting.
You got your job back? How? I thought you were finished.
I had proof. Someone sent that email from your house. The firm saw the report.
I didn't. I just wanted you to have time to think about the money. That offer was genuine. I never intended for you to actually get fired.
Time to think. You framed me so I'd be desperate enough to sign over my inheritance.
You are twisting my words. I only wanted what's best for you. If that email made you lose your job, I am sorry, but it wasn't me.
You just confirmed it. This recording is going straight to the estate attorney.
You recorded this? That's illegal. You can't use that.
She hung up without another word. The recording was a new weapon, and she knew exactly where to point it. Emily sat across from Patricia Hart, the estate attorney's cool office, a world away from the chaos of the past week.
You have evidence Robert interfered? Show me.
More than interfered. He fabricated an email. Got me fired. This forensic report proves he sent it from his house.
The will has a provision. If a beneficiary interferes with another in the year before reading, their share is void and redistributed.
I have a recording too. He practically admitted it. His share should be nothing.
This is solid. I'll present it at the reading. Robert won't see it coming.
He's been pushing me to sign over my share. I want him to know it's all gone.
A judge might find this clause punitive, but your evidence is strong. I'll file a memorandum.
Friday can't come fast enough.
Patricia placed the evidence in a locked drawer. The will reading in 2 days would be less a ceremony, more an execution. The night before the will reading, Emily sat alone in her apartment. The city lights a distant smear. The week's weight pressed behind her eyes.
Grandpa always believed I'd do the right thing. He'd never forgive what Dad tried.
She reached for her phone and dialed Claire.
Emily, sweetheart. It's late. Are you okay? You sound strained.
Dad sabotaged me. He sent the email, got me fired. Patricia's going to void his share tomorrow. I wanted you to hear it from me.
Oh, honey. I knew he was cold, but this. Are you all right? Do you need me there?
I am angry, but I am okay. I just need to get through tomorrow.
You are stronger than he'll ever be. I'll be in the front row right beside you.
They talked until the last candle guttered. When she hung up, the apartment felt less hollow.
Tomorrow, it ends. On my terms.
The law office doors opened on a gray Friday morning. Emily arrived with Claire, her coat pressed, her eyes dry, inside the conference room. Robert already sat at the table, a tight smile on his face. Emily took the chair opposite.
I will now read the last will and testament of Frank Kessler.
To my granddaughter, Emily Kessler, I leave 60% of my estate. To my daughter, Claire Donovan, 35%.
5%? That can't be it.
However, a clause voids any beneficiary's share if they interfered with another beneficiary within a year. I have evidence Robert Kessler fabricated an email to have Emily terminated.
That's a lie. She's making this up to steal from me.
The forensic report is on the table, Dad. Your router, your desktop, your words.
Patricia placed the 17-page dossier next to the will. Robert's face went white. Robert shoved his chair back and stormed out. Claire reached for Emily's hand, and the room felt clean.
You'll hear from my lawyer. This isn't over.
Emily let Claire's arms fold around her. The weight of the week finally cracked, but she didn't break.
Let him waste his money. The estate will countersue. His own evidence buries him.
Vindication should taste sweeter, but it tastes like old ash and a door closing.
They walked out into the noon sun. 2 blocks later, Emily stopped at a bank. Inside the apartment, she logged onto her mortgage account.
I am paying it off. Today, the full balance.
A few clicks, and the settlement check wiped away the debt. The apartment became hers, outright.
No more strings. Not from the firm, not from him. This is my space. Clean.
Outside, the city carried on. Inside, Emily Kessler leaned back and let the silence feel like victory. The lawsuit arrived on a Tuesday. A courier handed Emily the envelope with a smirk. The caption read, Robert Kessler versus the estate of Frank Kessler. He was suing for his voided share. She read the allegations, forged forensic evidence, conspiracy, defamation. Her jaw tightened.
Patricia, he actually filed. He's calling my evidence fake.
I have the filings. His case is thin. A court will see a forensic report from an expert against his word. Calm down.
He's trying to drain me. The estate's resources can handle this, but I won't let him win.
We'll counter with a motion to dismiss. The recording alone makes his case frivolous.
She hung up and stared at the stack of papers. The fight wasn't over, but she had the high ground. That evening, she added the lawsuit to the growing pile on her counter.
He's still reaching for what he can't have, but I am done giving him room in my head.
4 months passed. The motion hearing was set for a Thursday morning. Patricia stood before the judge and placed the forensic dossier and the USB recording on the bench. Robert's attorney argued, but the judge listened to the recording's critical admission and slid the report back across the desk. The order landed in Emily's email. Case dismissed with prejudice. Robert Kessler's claims found frivolous. Emily read the words 3 times. The phone slipped into her lap.
It's over. He's done.
Across the room, her grandfather's photo caught the morning light.
Grandpa, we held the line.
She stood, brushed the wrinkles from her blouse, and opened the door. The hallway smelled like fresh coffee and possibility. Robert Kessler had no more pieces left to move. Emily Kessler was finally completely free. A week after the dismissal, Emily stood at her kitchen window, watching the morning light spread across her own walls. The apartment felt different now. Not larger, but lighter.
I bought this place with borrowed dreams. Now it's mine. Paid with the truth.
She walked to the bookshelf and touched the frame. Her grandfather's photograph, still and steady.
He knew I'd need a fortress. He built one with words.
Later, she opened her laptop. The firm's logo glowed on the screen, but it didn't tighten her chest anymore.
No more panic when a message pops up.
Her inbox was full of routine requests, none of them threats. She replied to the first one without hesitation. She leaned back, looking around the room, the plants, the paid-off mortgage, the quiet.
I'm going to be okay.
The morning light fell across the windowsill as Emily watered the small plant, its leaves bright and reaching. Her phone buzzed on the coffee table. She set down the watering can, wrapped her hands around a warm mug, and picked it up. A message from Claire glowed on the screen. "Dinner tonight? My place, 7 p.m.
Routine had never felt so good.
She rose and walked to the bookshelf, lifting the silver frame that held her grandfather's photograph. The note in his will had said simply, "To Emily, who always deserved to be protected."
He knew. All along, he knew.
She set the frame back gently and turned to the window. The city, golden under the late afternoon light. The key rack beside the door held a single set of keys and a note in her own handwriting. Home. For the first time, the word felt completely true. The sun slipped lower, painting the walls amber. Emily closed her laptop and rested her hands on the warm aluminum. She turned toward the bookshelf and met her grandfather's eyes in the photograph.
We did it.
She held the gaze a moment longer, then rose and walked across the room. At the door, she touched the little wooden key rack. Her handwriting had been hurried that day, but the message had settled into something permanent. She unlocked the deadbolt and stepped into the hallway, where the smell of Claire's cooking would soon wrap around her. The door closed softly behind her. Inside, the apartment held its quiet. No debts, no lies, no one trying to pull her under. The only thing left on the rack was a single note that needed no revision. Emily Kessler had walked through fire. And here, on the other side, she had finally built herself a